Just this past week, Aaron and I were asked to do a talk for, very, very short talk, a recorded talk for a group of girls aged 12 to 18 in our community. And it was really, I love seeing this stuff because I think that there are so many kids, especially of that age, 12 to 18, that are in really dire need of, I'm going to say, adult influence, positive influence in their life, because they are, being raised by these things, cell phones, and a lot of times there's both parents aren't at home. A lot of times there's just sort of left to be, in the school system, and they don't have sort of a variety of influencers, positive influencers, real life influencers in their life. So anyways, it was a cool thing for us to do. And so we were asked, what was one piece of advice that we could give these group of girls? And upon thinking about it now, I just wanted to expand a bit with what I had spoken about, which was basically confidence and, trusting your intuition and, honoring your heart, honoring your passion, honoring those things and being brave enough to do that. But there was another part of it that I really wanted to talk about, and that was, how do we become aware of a present moment? How do we cultivate that expansion of that present moment at that age, 12 to 18, to be able to sit with gratitude for the people that are in their life and that are giving up their time and effort and love to make them be a better human, and cultivate perhaps empathy and compassion and more love. And it's a hard thing to do at that age. And now that I'm older now, I get to look back on my life and I can name different people that were in my life that created, such a beautiful life for me. And in that moment, I didn't realize how good it was. I didn't realize how good their advice was. And I can look back now, and one of my greatest influencers, and I've said this a few times before, was my nursery school teacher. And so that was when I was 3 and 4 years old. And it was called Happy Time Nursery School. And those were the greatest times of my life, in that it laid a foundation for who I became. And of course, I didn't realize that at that age. But as the years have gone on and went on, I began to pull nuggets from the influence that I was given from this particular teacher, the owner of the nursery school. And I know that she was cultivating empathy in me. She was cultivating and growing compassion and love in me. It was the first word I learned even how to spell. I remember going home and saying, "Oh my God, Love, Love." And I was running around the house so excited at 3 years of age that I was spelling this word. But I remember with such empathy and compassion, like feeling for all of my fellow students, little nursery school students with me. And it went through my whole life, through public school, through high school, never having the ability to be able to bully anybody. I was always there to protect the people who got bullied. I was never able to, I wasn't in that crowd. I just couldn't be that crowd. So, and I think saying that, it created such love within me, that how I wanted to give back to the world, and really how Kelly's Bake Shop was born. Like, this is amazing for me to be able to think about this now, that without that pivotal moment, just that one moment, even nursery school experience, would I have birthed Kelly's Bake Shop? And And I can't answer that because I might not have. I don't know. Because I think that all the steps that we take through our life, all the influences, all the influencers, because I don't really like to use the word influencers, but all the people that created, you know, a beautiful, special life for us, learning experiences for us, I don't know if I would have opened up this business with my daughter. And you know what our whole thing is with Kelly's Bake Shop, with it being all-inclusive, compassionate, like just full of empathy and caring, and how we feel about our staff, how we feel about our customers. You know, it's kind of like nursery school all over again. So these words of wisdom that I wanted to share with these young girls that are 12 to 18 is that to expand themselves, to be aware of these people that are gifting them time and love and perspectives, and how amazing that is to be able to honor it in that moment, as opposed to waiting, you know, 10, 20, 30 years and reflect on it and go, oh yeah, you know, wow, that was a really big influence for me when I was like 14 years old or 18 years old or whatever. Like, try to do it now. How do we slow our lives down enough? And how do we expand our lives enough right now? That awareness that what is happening around us right now in this present moment is like everything. And it really is the only thing that's real in this moment. And learn as much as you can, absorb as much as you can. And then you know what happens is, as we go on our life, some things work, some things don't work. Some things feel good, other things don't feel good. But as we get older, we get to use that discernment, and we get to take these morsels and nuggets with us through our whole life. So anyways, I just wanted to share that, because I think that for most of us, we're not in that present moment enough, of that awareness enough to really and truly appreciate that influence that we are getting from people that really care. And my little cat Daisy agrees. Hey honey, you agree? Perfect timing.